Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are still trying to make ourselves a little bit stronger militarily. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a little bit stronger militarily. We'll get another 10 levels of naval bases in each of these locations. And we'll go ahead and add a bunch more levels in Korea. And with that, we'll actually recruit a new admiral for the Manchuria HQ. You're a petite bourgeois guy. You're tactful, a convoy reader, and wounded. Wounded's not great, but I think we can live with that. So we'll promote you. Oh, you're not the guy. You're the guy. Whoops. Oh well. It is what it is. And then we'll recruit another admiral in the Japan HQ as well. You align with the industrialists. That's wonderful. Uehara. You're going to get a big promotion. Well, well, well. The United States has come calling. You want to conquer Cambodia and transfer Kutai, do you? Well, that's just fine. I would see the transfer of Pontianak. Or I could conquer, check what state this is before I go wild here. We're, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. This is the Sunda Isles. So if I have America transfer, if I conquer the Sunda Isles, that's a lot of infamy. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Do I still have infamy for making a protectorate of the Marina Kingdom? I do not. So, yeah, we're going to have you transfer Pontianak to us. And we're in the middle of a naval expansion. So let's get the boys together. I think that should be enough. A sufficiency of force to secure what we wish to secure. Yep. I think it's good. Russia sides with... There's a peasant revolt happening over there. Revolt happening in Chiang Mai. Uprising against the British. Not going to participate in that. Uprising in Travancore against the British. Not going to participate in that. Soul business. Siam, you're a French puppet. That's right. So I don't need to concern myself with this situation. And then Chiang Mai are also having a Khmer uprising. I don't need to participate in that either. Sigu, where are you? You're in Central Africa. That doesn't concern me one bit. I cannot be involved. Or rather, I can be uninvolved. So who can I sway? I can get Italy in on this thing. Philippines is interested. And who else? Tidor. Okay, alright. Well, we'll see how things go. Oh yeah, you're worried, huh? Well, I guess we'll see what happens, won't we? So, oh, Russia's also interested. They would accept humiliation of America. That's a fun one. And Italy, you want... You would also accept a humiliation. So, if I do... But Austria... Austria, you're a country that I actually care about having on my side here. Austria has a large economy. It has an up-to-date army. And it's got a solid population. I would like to have Austria in on this. So, Austria, you'd like to see America humiliated? Welcome to the team. Excellent. So with Austria on our side, America is once again worried. Give it a second. If I sway Italy. Transfer of Lucca. Oh, perfect. That's excellent. Oh, a movement for cultural exclusion. That's a really interesting situation. Going to cultural exclusion would allow me to have Korea in my... Actually, let me freaking double check on that before I... Okay, so, we haven't talked much about cultures in this run, but here's the skinny. Japanese has two traits, Yamato and East Asian heritage. That means currently my citizenship law is national supremacy. That means that any culture with Yamato and East Asian heritage will be accepted in my culture, in my nation. Any that doesn't have both of those traits will not be accepted. We got 4 other cultures of people here, and the primary one we're concerning ourselves with is Koreans. Koreans have East Asian heritage and Korean language. If we go to cultural exclusion, then we'll only need to share one trait between our cultures, and we both have East Asian heritage. So I think this is actually what I'm going to do. Yep, that's the plan. We're going to cultural exclusion. It's going to cost me some authority, but I hope that'll be okay. Come on, let's get Italy in on this. Wonderful. Back down, nerds. Give me Pontianak. Give me Pontianak. Ya dorks. That does mean there's a front over here, but I think Italy and Austria can handle that. I'm going to naval invade Pontianak, and then I'm going to naval invade America. Alright, so there is a movement to preserve national supremacy. So what does that mean? We're at a pretty high debate and stall chance, unfortunately. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But for the moment, I think we're good. Back down, you nerds! Could still technically sway countries. Obligation from Sulu expiring. I don't think Sulu's obligation matters at all to me, so we'll let that go. Sulu and I already have a tremendously positive relationship. Couldn't hurt. I know their capitalists will revolt again. Back down, you nerds. You know you can't fight me. I've got Cambodia on my side. Give in and give me Pontianak. Oh. I lost an admiral. Well, they're fearful. Everyone's locked in. We'll see how it goes. bunch of people declared themselves to be neutral. And there's war happening. Oh, Walega is finally trying to conquer Tigray. Well, unfortunately, Walega, I am not able to support you, being that I'm in the middle of a war with America, but, well, I might be in the middle of a war with America. They still have time to back down. We outnumber them 2-1. And I'm about to unlock the Devil's Paintbrush. Alright. So, let's go ahead and naval invade Pontianak with one of our solid armies. Let's do... There's a guy who's... Okay, you've got offensive planner. And I've got just enough ships in this navy that you're not going to have a problem. Ooh, actually, no. I should go with Mitsue Oku. That's going to be our primary point of attack. And then you are a naval invade in the south here with Yoshinobu Oku. And once those are done, we'll see how things go. We should be able to get everything going over there. Brunei military revolt. Not what I wanted to see right now. Alright, so we'll grab a couple of small armies. To deal with that situation. Thieves and liars. The movement to preserve national supremacy has begun a propaganda campaign painting Korean people as criminals who will be allowed to run rampant under the new cultural exclusion law. Yes, I've read the pamphlet. It's nothing new. They're I think this is meant to say the Koreans are thieves. The Korean are violent thugs. The Korean culture is inherently corrupt, and desegregation will be the end of Japan. The picture of a Korean man in rags vaguely resembling my father. Has it ever crossed their minds that the reason so many of us live in poverty is because the current laws force us there? We must take a stand against vile lies. This costs us a bunch of authority, but gives us 15% enactment success chance. Or let them whinge, this reduces enactment success chance. I'm going to go with the first one. And that's going to cost me a bunch of authority, so let's go ahead and cut one of these consumption taxes. That's not going to be great for our finances, but we're going to be able to tolerate it. Ooh, should have... Actually... No, we're good. So, we got a couple of naval invasions going. And let's send... one of our smaller fleets to go and raid convoys. We're at 32% enactment chance now, so that's excellent. That's about equal to stall chance, so I'm pretty confident we'll be able to make this happen. Hold up. Premium aristocratic revolt. Hold on. Look at that freaking flag. Where are we? Look at that freaking flag. That's pretty cool. Unironically, that's a really cool flag. How's it going, Wolega? Everything good in your neighborhood? Yes. Cool. Just want to make sure this doesn't become a problem. Military revolt in Brunei. I've got, frankly, an absurd number of troops on the way. Those guys will actually get to the front in Pontianak faster, hopefully. Once they're done where they are. How do I only have one? Somewhere over here. How am I with my navies? I don't have naval units available. Sulu? Is there any situation that you can stay united in? Oh, wait. Heck. Hold on. Weren't you doing a naval invasion? Did that happen? Okay. You here. And you are going to naval invade America. Yoshinobu. Alright, these guys are in West Borneo. They're on their way. Excellent. Alright, so here's battle, and then we should be landing pretty soon. And then we'll get another fleet over there. Opposition members put forth demands. More pragmatically inclined members of the Buddhist monks currently opposed to the passing of cultural exclusion have offered to change their stance were they to be offered significant political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the landowners, however. Compromise makes a good umbrella, but a poor roof. It is a temporary expedient, often wise in party politics, almost sure to be unwise in statesmanship. My options are acquiesce to the demands the bill must pass, which gives me 15% enactment chance, and compromise, and makes the landowners angry. Compromise is a tool of the weak. This makes landowners happy, but reduces enactment chance. Or a prime opportunity to break the bill from deadlock. This progresses us by one phase, makes the landowners very angry, and slows down enactment total. I'm going to acquiesce to the demands. I almost always do this. I don't need to check and make sure I'm doing well with the landowners, because I am extremely confident that I am doing well with the landowners. And that should be a fait accompli. Wonderful. Successful invasion of Pontianak. Nothing more to be said there. So, Mitsuo Oku, you're now somewhere else. But actually, I need you invading America. Mitsue, okay. And the Brunei military revolt has nearly popped off. That should be pretty soon. Well, that'll be presently. And then we'll deal with Sulu, and then we should be good to go. I'm going to probably grab both of these generals and put them in America once we've got a landing in America. Cool. Still a battle in Italy. That's not necessarily a problem for me. I'm actually glad that America grabbed Lucca, because that's a place that the Italian and Austrian forces definitely... okay. Because that's a location that that's something that is extremely in the interest of the Italians to try to keep a hold of. We'll soon have the Devil's Paintbrush, and that will make our forces much better. It'll give us a temporary strength penalty, but I'm not actually worried about that. On the whole, I'm pretty confident in my capacity to win once these bonuses get higher, and I think America actually no longer has war support protection. Let's do it. And I can't do it with conscription centers because I have mass conscription. So, that's my Navy law. So, let's take a look. America does still have war support protection because we don't hold Lucca. So, I can put an army over there. Let's grab you. Look at you advancing over there. I gotta be careful to make sure that I don't let myself leave anywhere completely open. Because I've made that mistake before, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. Brunei's still in the process of popping off. Didn't even see what was going on in Hawaii, but it's what it is. There's the military revolt in Brunei finishing itself out. I'm going to queue up all of those, and we'll see what happens as things get going. Oh boy. Alright. Backroom dealings exposed. Prominent members of the Hei Min, outspoken supporters of cultural exclusion and close allies of Kenkichi Masaka, have been exposed in a corruption scandal, having exchanged political favors for personal quote-unquote gifts. What is the chief end of man? To get rich. In what way? Dishonestly if we can, honestly if we must. I can say such is the nature of politics. This gives me a reduction in enactment chance. I can say throw them to the wolves, we must clean up this mess. This gives us a smaller reduction in enactment chance and a penalty to bureaucracy. Or we can derive some benefit from participating ourselves. This reduces enactment time, but it gives us a setback. I'm going to go with the second one. I can tolerate reduced bureaucracy in this situation. We're still pushing forward over here. We're still dealing with the Lucca situation. If my allies are not able to secure Lucca, I might need to forego the transfer of Lucca to Italy. Alright, and I invaded another tiny chunk of America. I'm going to go ahead and do that thing again. With Yoshinobu Oku. One of these days we'll grab the main island. And then we'll be doing exactly what we want to be doing. But for the moment, we'll just grab these smaller bits. There's a success in the naval side of our naval invasion. Which is actually working out well for me because my penalty to military strength is decaying while this battle's going on. Got an expiring obligation from somebody, not exactly sure who. Surakarta. Ooh. Hey, Surakarta. Become my protector. Alright, let's see. Oh my goodness, we're dramatically outpacing them in terms of size. And that's pretty much the entirety of the Brunei military revolt knocked out. United Syndicates have declared me their rival. Very good. We're still winning this battle. I'm basically trying to keep close eyes on this so that I can get all my generals who are... So who are my generals who are over here that I'm going to move over? We got Katsura, Jitoku, and Kodama. Wonderful. Wonderful. Crooked connections. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding cultural exclusion, Mitsura Yamamoto of the Intelligentsia has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. A few words in the right ears is all I'm asking for. Everything within the bounds of the law, of course, although I cannot guarantee our opponents in this matter will view such actions with much glee. Granted, permission time is the essence. This speeds it up, but makes the Buddhist monks unhappy. Or, no, we do this book by the book, but not at all. This slows us down. I'll pause while I look at this. How are the Buddhist monks doing? They're not too pleased, and I don't want to upset them too much, so I'm actually going to go with we do this by the book or not at all. That was the battle. Naval invasion of the Sunda Isles successful. Do we have a front? We do not. I think we got the main... Yep, we got the main one. Naval invaded. Which is wonderful. Now it's just a matter of getting California ready to go. Conveyors. Wonderful. We got our army over there. Come on. Alright, I'm going to speed it up a little bit, just make sure we get this. Nicholas Venable, if you could put it to bed, please, so that we can get everyone where we need to go. That would be super duper. I would be very pleased. There's the end of the Brunei military revolt. Just keeping my eye on this situation here. And there's our front. So, go ahead and grab Katsura, Jitoku, and Kodama. And that'll be the main front. I don't think we're going to be able to get all the way to Washington, D.C., so let's... We still don't have control of any of Lucca. If I don't grab Lucca... I'm still not willing to accept being humiliated. Which is pretty understandable. Huh. Okay, and I need you to stay at the Manchuria HQ to defend it. I've got 3 generals in Japan right now, so I think I can tolerate. And once we get into a battle here, this is a reasonably long battle. That'll be just fine. And continue to bring more troops in as needed. You know what? We're going to put one more army here in Lucca. Although we are winning here. So this might be about to close out this front completely. So I'm actually going to have you go back to Japan. And Yamamoto, you might be going back to Japan soon too. Just gonna go ahead and watch this battle. Oh no, this is a defensive battle. Gosh, Shaggy. Alright, Tokugawa, you can come and join this thing. There's the Sulu Capitals revolt finished out. Korean customers not wanted. Some shopkeepers have expressed opposition to the equal treatment of Korean people under the cultural exclusion law, announcing that they will refuse them service. It's easy for these politicians to draft their plans for equality and brotherhood, but I have a business to run. If I start letting in the Korean, I'll lose half my customers. They're not bigots, you see, just good Japanese people who are used to things being done a certain way around here. We'll keep doing things that way. Such discrimination is unacceptable. This reduces enactment chance and makes 10% of shopkeepers in Japan more radical, or they can do what they wish with their own businesses. This makes 5% of Korean pops in Japan more radical, and reduces enactment chance by 20%. I'm going to go with the first one, because I want to keep that enactment chance up as high as I can keep it. This battle is definitely slated to go on long enough for us to get the rest of our troops here, so that should be just fine. At this point, America is going to surrender if I can get control of enough stuff that they do. I'm kind of shocked that I haven't gotten a success chance on this, since we've had about 4 passes through this. And all of them have been between, well, except for the first one, we've mostly been between 25 and 50% success chance. So we should have had at least 1 success at this point. Sad, but it is what it is. We are starting to have a reduction in our reserve, but we're doing okay. All right, and then we actually have an advantage in the California front. And we should have an advantage soon as we get another 119 battalions over here in the Lucca front. I'm going to go ahead and activate a few additional conscripts. Let's do 1 more region. It's going to cost us a barrel full of cash, but it'll help us close this out. Let me see. We're once again winning a defensive action here on the Lucca front. Somehow this guy lost a bunch of troops as... Oh, the troops kind of Oh, that's not great. It's okay. We've got large numbers in our... I consider the front with America the main front. So I'm hoping what happens is that they pull troops from Lucca over to here so that we can continue to advance in America. Are we going to win this battle? Looks like yes. And then we'll have a good solid advantage here. Let's go ahead and speed it up. We've got 2 armies here on the Lucca front now. So I'm hoping we'll be able to get this knocked out in pretty good stead. I'm going to go ahead and activate another conscription centers in another location. Bureaucratic imbroglio. Rotten milk. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of cultural exclusion have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. The fully developed bureaucratic apparatus compares with other organizations exactly as does the machine with the non-mechanical modes of production. Damn this labyrinthine legal system that gives us reduced enactment chance and increased enactment time, or cut through at least some of the red tape. This gives us only increased enactment time, which is okay, makes some of our bureaucrats in Kanto more radical, and reduces our bureaucracy. Going with the second one, as always. Don't want to lose that enactment chance, because the enactment chance is what we need in order to do the thing we wish to do. So now we've got a solid advantage here. Let's see if we can turn it into a win. Meanwhile, on the Lucca front, we are still pushing forward. This defensive action is proven extremely successful, and hopefully with the introduction of fresh, well-equipped Japanese battalions, we'll be able to get this front closed out so that we can get America to surrender, so that we can get this thing put to bed. Hey, they're in default. Wonderful. Does that mean they have war support protection? Hey, we're finally... Oh, nope, we're losing. Okay. Okay, so... if we don't transfer Lucca... Gosh, they're so close. They are in default. So do we have a line item here for their default? If they could just decide that transferring Kutai is not possible, we could have what we want to have. Don't you attack Kutai. I am invading America right now, although I'm losing this battle, but shouldn't have tried to advance across the Nevada desert. Misplay, TBH. I don't know. It looks like we're kind of winning here, I guess? No, we're not. I don't know. This thing with Luca, it's making me sad. Oh man, you know what would be absolutely rotten? Hold up. Oku Yoshinobu, your time has come. You've perfected the art of the sneaky naval invasion, and now is the time. You must relieve the front in Luca. Oh, man. Oh, this is dirty. This is dirty. I shouldn't be able to do this, but I'm still gonna do it. Hey, we finally got to consideration. That's wonderful. Actually got a much better ratio now from our new conscripts coming to the front. So hopefully that will translate into additional successes, and it looks like it might. So that's wonderful. If Oku can clear out the front over here, then we can maybe have a chance to... Wow, our ratio is really high, though. Oh my goodness. You're a market liberal, and you've joined the movement to preserve... You're going to join the movement to preserve national supremacy. On the other hand, is there anything I want... No, you know what? You're done here. I don't want any agitators involved in my politics. Emperor Meiji will handle things himself. Hey, we're actually winning. We're winning on the offense. Yeah, our ratios got way better. I'm not quite sure what happened. Article Brunei. That's not what I want. Alright. Can I grab my smaller army from here? Yes, I can. Excuse me? Okay, alright. And Pontianak has joined us once again. Wonderful. Okay, we did it. We got Lucca into the hands of the Italians. And we got a hold of Pontianak. And everything else is coming up Meiji. All right, well, that was an exciting war, but we've solidified our hold on Southeast Asia. We've gotten Pontianak as a puppet. We pushed the USA out of there. We humiliated America. We're still in the number 2 spot. France is climbing very high. I guess they're doing some kind of situation. With that said, I think we'll do one more event and then we'll put a pin in it. Resource boom. Raw goods industries in Hokkaido are reporting a small spike in goods production at our coal mines, which led to an extra stockpile being available in the state, and there is now potential to reinvest it back into the state. Of course, we should invest the boost back into industries. Without them, we wouldn't have the boost at all. Are you mad? Without the workers, we would have no one to run the businesses. We should be rewarding them, not you. Boost our resource industries further, 10% extra extractors throughput, including logging, fishing, oil, and mines. That seems really strong. Or reward the workers at Hokkaido, 2 extra standard of living for lower strato. I would like the coal in the industry, but on the other hand, increasing the standard of living will increase the migration attraction. So we're going to do that second one. Anyway, with that having been said, I think this has been a pretty long episode. I have not been keeping good track of time here, but I think it's been quite a minute. So, friends, we're going to put a pin in it now. But I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I will see you all on the other side.